Alright guys, we're making this first one initially short and sweet. I don't have all my camera stuff going, don't have everything rocking and rolling, but we are on our maiden voyage, and we're gonna go get rolling. Got mine and my dad's trucks right here up and running. We're gonna go get our pre-trips going and start on our first load. So Montgomery, here we come, and apparently we're going back up to Ohio, where we've been running for the last 4 or 5 years. So super excited, glad to get the chance to come over here and start our new adventure. But as you can tell, we're with Waddle, and let's go have fun, let's go make some money, and yeah, just feeling blessed today. Alrighty, we just made it on over here to Cleveland, Ohio to deliver 3 drops today. But you can tell, look at this. We have been in the snow and ice all morning coming over here. This has been one heck of a drive. Whole bunch of accidents today, whole bunch of slowdowns on the way over, but we made it here safely, which is the name of the game. Do it smart. Leave yourself space, leave yourself room, so if people are slamming on the brakes in front of you, you can go ahead and slow down. You don't have to worry about wrecking. I don't drive in this stuff all that often anymore. Very happy for that. But yeah, it was cold. Loaded this up last night. It was -6 when I was loading it. I did have a couple of my Rams here freeze up. The key, if you ever have that happen, what'll happen a lot of times is they will come down and there'll be a little bit of water from the road debris build up in the bottom of these rails, and over time that will clog the drain hole. When it happens, just take a little bit of antifreeze, dump it in each of your rails. It'll keep them from sticking up or from freezing up. Just a little trick that you learn doing this over time. But this place here, they are getting 6, so it should be these 6. I'm pretty sure I loaded them in the correct order, but we will double check our VINs before dropping anything, just to be certain. So I'm gonna set you guys up so you guys can watch. I'm gonna try a new camera, so if you don't get to see me offloading this, it's because the other camera screwed up. I got a DSLR that I'm going to start working with. Hopefully it works better than the iPhones. Don't know if it will or not, so we're gonna give it a trial right here. So let's get set up and get these cars dropped. Just got over here, the other side of Cincinnati. Gonna grab my gloves, my load bar. Oh, I hate this time of year because your gloves and everything start getting salt covered and it becomes an absolute nightmare. But we're got to offload 2 over here. Just had to slide my 5th wheel. I'll show you guys here in just 1 second. Let's set my keys up. So I had to slide my fifth wheel. That piece right there, that's the fifth wheel pin locker that comes up, and we got to slide the fifth wheel forward so that way we can get the trailer to connect to the truck. But there's my Kia dealership right over there. So hopefully, well, they won't take but probably 10 minutes to get these things off and get delivered. They told me just go ahead, park them right in front of the building over here, and we'll be done. But it's just these two right here. Drop them off quick, get them offloaded, and then we're heading over to Avis to drop that one. So give me a couple minutes here. We'll get these things down. Alrighty, just got over here to the airport. See Avis, it's right over there. Just gotta drop this one off. I did make the mistake, and the one that was under here was actually the Avis. It happens from time to time. So gonna go ahead and drop this one off quick and head back on over to Chicago Heights and go grab our next load. So let's go try to get this done quickly. So running out of time today. What's up, guys? Welcome to Flat Rock, Michigan. It's a little cold, and actually it's much warmer than it was when I was up in Chicago Heights earlier this week. But you can see we're out here at the Mannheim, and we are playing in the snow. Trying to grab my vehicles. Gotta get them all scraped off quick. I guess they don't let you drive them out like they used to, where you just scrape off your windshield and then go from there. But oh well, it is what it is. It's their rules. Not going to complain too much. But we are attempting to put 5 trucks. I already found one, and then I found all my other vehicles, got them started. Now I'm just walking to go locate them again. This one was low on fuel, so it's the next one out so I can get it shut off quickly. But trying to let the windows thaw out so the ice comes off. Not as difficult to get them out. But I have never done 5 or 6 pickups on a 75 foot, and I've never put a pickup on top of a bubble top Peterbilt, all of which I'm in. I've done them on my Western Stars. I've done them on trying to locate my truck. I've done them on the Western Stars, and I've done them on stacking trucks, but never on a 75-foot quick loader. So this is my first attempt at doing it. Luckily this truck is equipped with the truck package, so it shouldn't be all that hard to get them down to height. But I am assuming that my first bout with it is not going to come down to height as easily as I would like. But it is what it is. We'll get it figured out. I think I can do it. Well, actually, I know I can. It's just how many times do I have to load and unload the truck to find it, and I forgot where I parked my car, or where this one is parked. Sorry, that thing's in the way. So yeah, I don't remember how far back I have this thing, or how far back this one was, but like I said, it had very, very little fuel in it. I had to leave it running so that the ice came off the windshield. Found it. There we go. Haha. See it right sticking out right there. Located that one. Like I said, I'm sure I can do it. I know I can. I've seen guys running with it, but up here in Michigan, you need to be at 13.6 when you leave out. So we are going to make sure we are safe and legal when we leave. So let's get these things on. Gotta clean my window off here so I don't get yelled at, and get all this scraped off. But shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead, try to get this all on today and start making our way back home. We do have another snow and ice storm coming through this weekend, so trying to stay ahead of all that. So I'm in a little bit of a rush. Let's get these things out and get going here. Alrighty, just got out here with truck number 2. This one is almost out of gas. This one's the first one that I found, but I got one more in there that's running, that's almost out of gas. The other 2 have plenty. So I'm gonna go grab that other one, bring it out here, and load these 3 up real quick. So again, I've never done this before, so I'm assuming the first truck, I know this drops. So I'm assuming I drop this down, put the truck's front tires in here. Pretty sure this opens up and I straddle across the axles, dropping down over here. And then the other truck, back tires go in here. And the very first one is gonna go all the way up here to the very front. I'll have to drop those down. I'm pretty certain that's how you load these the trucks on here, I guess. Well, actually, I know that's how you put them all on, but I'm guessing my big question is, I'm wondering if I can get the full thing on here, or if I gotta do like I've seen some people do, where they raise this up a little bit and back on over the head rack. But the other thing I don't know is how high everything's going to be. What's going on? So we're going to figure that out as we go here, and I'm gonna go grab that last one before it's out of gas, and then I will go park, get those 3 on, and then go grab my last 2. So let's figure it out together. All right, we're about to put the last 2 on. I was told by a buddy that used to run one of these, drop this deck all the way down, that way you can get the doors open in the front right here. One other thing, I don't know if you have to, I used to have to do it on the other trucks that I used to run, raise this deck all the way up, pin it so it doesn't drop, because your front bumper of this pickup truck's going to be way, way up here. Your front tires are sitting right here when you stop. So you are going to be really close to the very front. And then this deck, I did not have to drop down. I tried it, put the truck on. I was actually about a foot away from getting onto those ramps. So those are not for the trucks. But I did open this because what you're gonna do, pull the first one all the way forward. The next one you pull in, put the tires right on here, and then you drop the center of the truck down in front of and behind the axles here. And then your roof line should go up right in this area, getting you down to height. Fingers crossed. We're gonna give that a whirl here in just a second. So let's see what happens. Morning, guys. We're just getting ready to leave out. You can tell definitely snowed a little bit last night. I'm hoping the roads aren't too bad and we can roll down the interstate. Stayed at this rest area right here in just north of But I want to show you guys the load. It actually came down to height. I did have to adjust 4 or 5 times, and it was pitch black when I finally left. So I will start right here. Had to drop these because without them dropped, I'm way too close to that front bumper right there. I really thought this was going to be more for putting something over an SUV, leaving this up real high and coming down over the hood, but it wasn't. Well, it still might be, but I had to do it for the truck, which is fine. We're on the trailer right there. That's perfectly fine. We're over halfway, but got everything loaded up. Lift this up so you don't hit the bumper, because see how much farther out that sticks compared to here and the corner of the fenders. You lift it up, you gain yourself a little bit more turning room. And then everything else is just like a normal truck would load for the most part. Use the drop pockets here, drop them all the way down. This thing right here is at 13 foot. I got a ton of room. I mean, I got literally about 8 inches above that roof line. That is perfectly fine. This one right here, I had to adjust back and forth a couple times. You can see I had to bring it down over the windshield and behind in the back of the truck. These are the pockets that come out, so that roof is actually up above the top deck. But when I first started out, I parked literally just so I can get this strap up and over, and then I couldn't get that behind the back of the truck here. Smaller truck probably would have been fine, but with the bigger 4-door, I couldn't get it back behind there. So I ended up pulling it forward, and then I pulled it too far forward and couldn't get this down over the windshield. So finally figured out how to get it in the middle. And also, if I didn't have the running boards, this could come down much, much lower. But because it's got the running boards on, you can't have them hitting that deck. And then you can see behind the trailer, we got tons of room back here. So pretty easy load. Took me a little bit first time loading a truckload like this. I still don't know what loading over the top of a bubble top, if it would come down to height or not. But I did see some guys running out of there with 1500s and F-150s on top of their bubble top sleepers, and they're going through Michigan, so I'm assuming they got it down to height. But until I have time to actually play around with a 6-truck load, I'm just gonna roll it like this. But either way, we're gonna get on the road, see if we can't make it back down into Tennessee today, deliver this load on Sunday, and keep on rolling, because it is an ice storm all through southern Tennessee, so we're not gonna mess with that today. So be safe out there if you guys are rolling, and let's get going. All right, guys, for any of you that haven't ever driven in the snow, we're obviously, you can tell that we're rolling in it today. Keeping it nice and slow. We're actually only about 40 miles an hour right now, getting into Cincinnati. So we're gonna keep our distance, give ourselves lots and lots of space, and look way ahead of ourselves. That way, try to keep ourselves out of as much trouble as we can. I will say I don't enjoy getting into packs of traffic like this, but we are getting into Cincinnati, so I'm trying to keep as much space as I possibly can. But when you get into the cities and stuff like this, it's kind of hard to keep yourself separated. Earlier on the way down, because we started just north of Dayton, Ohio, all the way through Dayton, all the way down to just recently. This traffic has been pretty thin, and you're able to give yourself, I like to give myself pretty close to a quarter mile of space. Gives you almost enough time to where you can just get off the gas and coast to a stop. You don't even really need to get on the brakes. But when we get into stuff like this, I try to find a nice big opening, kind of like we have right here, and just let traffic do what it wants to do, and I try to just give myself that room to have lots and lots of outs. Like right now, I got nobody on my right. I got one car coming up on my left, but As you see brake lights, so right now we're just gonna really lightly touch our brakes as well. But it looks like now looking forward, it's all opening back up. So, not opening back up, but people aren't coming to a stop. Or just go ahead and slightly get back on that throttle pedal there and make our way back down the road. But you can see FedEx just pulled back in front of me, so we are going to slow it down a little bit more, gain ourselves a little bit more space again, because now I can't see past him to see all the traffic. So now I'd like to give myself a lot more space, just because I can't see if the traffic in front of him is slowing down. So I have to judge my reactions based on what he is doing in front of me now at this point. But leave your Jake brakes off in this kind of weather. If you have them on and you hit a patch of black ice, or the Jake brake is too strong, it can lock your back tires up and spin you right out. So just real light on the throttle, real light on the brakes, and leave lots and lots of space. The other thing to really watch for and keep your eyes trained when you're in stuff like this is the cars will dart in and out of the lanes. So you'll see where they throw some snow and slush back and forth around, and you're watching for those kind of waves of the snow and slush. But if you see the wave and then all of a sudden brake lights, that's a really good sign that there's a good chance the person that's changing lanes is now spinning out. So kind of keep an eye on the way the snow is reacting to people as they go by you as well. So we're gonna go ahead and try to make it all the way through Cincinnati here, get down into Kentucky, hopefully. Hopefully Kentucky has their roads a little more clear than Ohio does right now. But I'll even say these roads aren't that bad. Alrighty guys, let's get on off the exit here, go get ourselves some fuel. Okay, I get it, GPS. Stop, get some fuel, check our loadout, make sure everything still looks good. Come on, find a gear. I swear I've done this before. Let's go check everything out, make sure everything's still sitting pretty, and clean off our windshield, clean off our mirrors, make it so we can see again. And yeah, so far been pretty good. Got through Ohio nice and easy. Did take a little while. We ran probably about 40-45 miles an hour most of the way through Cincinnati, and now we're into Kentucky, and I'll say Kentucky's doing much better at cleaning their roads off. But let's get in here, grab maybe like a buffalo chicken wrap or something. I don't want to do the fast food. I'm not a big fan of fast food in general. So let's pull on into here, see what they have for lunch. Get ourselves a cup of coffee, because I haven't gotten one of those yet today. I was going to stop earlier, but I missed the Loves just south of Dayton, and yeah, oh well. We will get lunch here and get some coffee here, and then should be making it the rest of the way home. There's a pretty good line getting into fuel over here, so we'll take it nice and slow, and come on, find a gear. Goodness gracious. And then go ahead and take a look at the truck while we're waiting. Looks like we're going to be waiting for a little bit. 2 people at every I'm just trying to watch. All right, let's head on outside and see what this looks like. Oh, she is soupy, soupy, soupy today. Just walk through, check out everything. We are covering everything in salt and slush. We'll have to get this washed on Sunday when we head down towards Atlanta to deliver this load. But goodness, yeah, like I said, hasn't been too bad of a trip, but man, we are coated. I haven't driven in the snow in a couple years. I try to stay away from it if I can. I like running down south, but I tried to, when I had my own trucks, I tried to stay out of this so I'm not rotting my trucks out. But vehicles are moving, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull forward real quick. Alright, so like I was saying, I hated getting all the salt and slush and stuff on my trucks and rotting them out. Obviously, I did live in New York for a few years and then moved down to Tennessee when I was 21, 22 years old. And yeah, I always tried to stay where the salt and slush wasn't. Because, like I said, it just makes a mess out of everything. Rots the trucks out. The inside of your truck gets absolutely coated in salt. It's a pain to try to wash everything off. Your hands and stuff start cracking from the salt, drying them out. So I just tried to stay south whenever this stuff started falling. But we're running up here this week, and we're gonna deal with what we deal with and make some money with it. So we're gonna go get some fuel, get some food, and I will see you guys as we get closer to Tennessee. Alrighty, so made it up here nice and safely. This is definitely was a first type of load for me with this kind of stuff, but it was nice. Both me and my dad were able to run in here together. You can see his truck on the other side. But yeah, definitely was in a lot of snow and slush the whole way down here. Can't wait to get these things washed. But his load, nice and easy one as well. Did put one truck down in the belly, which I don't blame him. To get this one down to height, kind of had to. But yeah, I mean, look at how covered everything is. Can't wait to get it washed. Can't wait to get all this stuff delivered and get everything in and get paid for this load. Gonna get done with this one here in just a couple minutes. So cool beans, let's get rolling and see what our next load looks like.